If you're making salmon at home, don't try to flip the salmon in the pan. Hello, I'm Chef Jonathan, and today we'll be making our seasonal salmon right here at Left Bank Brasserie. Basically, when this pan starts smoking, that's when it's hot enough to drop the salmon in there. It's clarified butter. All right, now the pan's smoking, so just a little patience. So what I'm doing right now is I'm searing the salmon, skin side down first. That way when you pop it in the oven, the skin stays nice and crispy. I'm just moving the pan around to make sure that the skin's not sticking to the pan. I feel like a doctor right now in a baby blue today. I had some laundry issues this morning. Soon I'm gonna flip this. It's almost there, and I'm gonna pop it in the oven to finish off the cooking process. And then I'll show you how to plate it. Right here on the pan, I do this for about 3 minutes. I'd say about 3 minutes, and we're gonna pop it into the oven for about another 5, around 400 degrees. I'm gonna flip it. Whoops. There we go. So I put the salmon in the oven at about 350 degrees for about 5 minutes. Just like that. All right. I'll start plating it over here. So here I have our kabocha squash beurre blanc, and that's just some reduced champagne vinegar and white wine. And then we add kabocha squash puree to it and butter it out. And we have some seasonal Brussels right here that we caramelize with a little butter and salt. And then over here we have some fresh fried sage that we're gonna put over top to garnish. Gives it like an earthy, herby flavor. I'm gonna go ahead and decorate this a little bit. We're gonna add the sauce. Now I'm gonna add the Brussels sprouts on top of the sauce. Salmon. And then we're gonna get some of the crispy sage then on top. One of my favorite garnishes are these tea trindles that I also like to play with. People tend to eat with their eyes first, so I think making something that looks appealing is definitely a lot better than just throwing stuff on a plate, because, you know, like I said, people eat with their eyes first, and if it looks good and tastes good, then I think generally they're leaving the restaurant very happy. We took a classic French sauce, which is a beurre blanc sauce, and we transformed it into something a lot more appealing to the diversity and the customers that we get over here on Santana Row. Americanized food has some French techniques that are standards in the cooking industry, so I'm sure that they may use a beurre blanc sauce in a steakhouse. Mediterranean wise, they may use something that is more falls on the lines of using yogurts or chimichurris or something of that nature. If you're making salmon at home, don't try to flip the salmon in the pan. You're gonna mess with fire, you're gonna get burned.
My name is John. I'm the executive chef over here at LB Steakhouse in Bishop Ranch, and I'm going to be walking you through our Western raw salmon dish today.
So we got our nice Western raw salmon. We always season our fish. A little salt, a little pepper, piping hot pan, a little bit of oil. We're going to go right in. Just looking for a nice crispy sear on that fish. Then we're gonna go in the oven, get that salmon nice and medium, and then we'll walk through how we're gonna go ahead and plate this. So again, we're just looking for that nice hard sear. We're gonna go right in the oven. We'll let that go for about 3 to 5 minutes, just depending on the size of that salmon. And then we'll go ahead and plate up. So we're gonna go right in that piping hot pan, a little bit of our sweet corn puree. Let that get nice and warm. We'll help it out here. Very nice, very nice. All right. Again, we season everything. Salt, little pepper. About another minute on the salmon, then we'll go ahead and plate it up. I've been doing this for so long, but you just, chef eyes. We got the chef eyes over here at LB Steak. And then you certainly, you know, we don't want to serve any overcooked products. You know, salmon really talks to you, like the corn is right now. So the salmon really talks to you. You know, when it's overcooked, that albumin's going to start spitting out of it. That's when you start seeing all that white kind of stuff leaking out. If you ever see that, you know, your salmon's just been beat up, and you don't want that. You know, it's going to be super fishy. It's not what you want. This is a sweet corn puree, so it's corn on corn. All right, we got our nice salmon. We're gonna hit this with a little bit of our persillade. Do that twice for you. Then we're gonna go ahead and pick up our salmon plate. Again, we got our sweet corn puree right in the middle. Follow that up with some nice roasted corn. We're going salmon right over the top. Again, we're just letting the food talk. We're just dropping it. We're not pressing, we're letting the food talk. There we go. And then we're gonna hit it with a nice little garnish. So a little bit of oil. Again, we season everything over here. Little salt. Right over top. And that's our Wester Ross pan roasted salmon. So again, this is our pan-seared Wester Ross salmon. Who says that steakhouses just have to be steaks? You know, we have a beautiful selection of seafood over this way. We just ran a nice sea bass feature. So again, you don't have to come in just for a beautifully cooked steak. You can come in for a beautifully cooked salmon dish. Could be a sea bass feature. You never know what you're gonna see on the menu over this way. Come into LB Steak Bishop Ranch or in Santana Row.
My name is Javier. I am the chef at Meso in Santana Row. Today we're gonna make a pomegranate glazed salmon with raw vegetables and cauliflower puree. It's a Atlantic salmon. I just put like I season it with salt and pepper, and I cook it a little bit in the flat grill, and then I finish it in the oven with the glaze in the top. We use pomegranate glaze. We make it here. We make it with like pomegranate juice, molasses, pomegranate, ginger, garlic, satar, and Aleppo pepper, and that's it.
How long do you grill it?
Like 2 minutes.
How about the oven?
Like 5 to 8 minutes. Yep.
How do you know when it's ready?
Touch it with my finger. So this is the pomegranate sauce. The meat started be like hard, you know. When it's like medium rare, it's a little soft. Medium is a little more hard. And when it's well done, it's hard. You can rare, medium well, and well done. So to make the cauliflower puree, we roast the cauliflower with garlic and onion, and we blend it with tahini and cherry vinegar and salt and pepper. That's it.